Powerhouse, presented by Alliant Energy.
Alliant Energy, we're on for you.
Building the home of your dreams is really busy, as you can see and hear, and it's exciting, but it's also a little overwhelming at times. There are lots of decisions to make, all the way from choosing the right builder down to little details like doorknobs.
In the flurry of decisions, don't forget the importance that energy efficiency makes in your home. It'll impact your monthly energy bill as well as your comfort for the life of the home. Today we're going to give you some tips to help you choose a builder that makes energy efficiency a priority.
That's right, Pete. Now, it's important to do research on any builder that you're considering. You should talk to people that live in homes they've built. Ask about quality, comfort, responsiveness to problems, and ask what their energy bills are like. It's also a good idea to walk through several homes under construction by your potential builders. So let's take a look around this one.
And the best place to start is here in the basement, where you can see what kind of foundation and framing systems they use. Many home foundations are bare concrete with an R value of just 1. It's recommended that basement floors and walls are insulated to R10. Now, this can be achieved with rigid foam insulation under the slab and on the walls, covered with drywall, or the use of traditional insulated stud walls. Now, some builders insulate the exterior of the foundation with the rigid foam between the concrete and the siding. There are some disadvantages to this. Some exterior insulation can be damaged by moisture, insects, sunlight, or the settling of the ground. If your builder recommends this, be sure that the insulation is guaranteed for exterior use and protect and cover any of the insulation which is exposed above grade with a durable material.
One of the most crucial construction steps that will improve your home's energy efficiency is insulation. So be sure to discuss with your builder what kind they use, whether it's loose fill, foam, or another product. Now, you should also ask what R values you'll achieve in different parts of your home. In this part of the country, your attic should have an R value of 38 to 46. The sidewalls, R11 to R18, and the basement should be R10 to R19. The rim joist area, that's this area right here above the foundation wall, should not be overlooked. It also needs to be insulated, and just as importantly, it should also be covered with an airtight vapor barrier. Most builders frame with wood like this one did, and a good question to ask right away is if the builder uses 2x4s or 2x6s in construction. A wood-framed home should have an R value of 19. And to achieve this, you can use 2x6 studs instead of the 2x4 studs to frame the sidewalls. That extra 2 inches allows for 5.5 inches of batt insulation compared to just 3.5 if you use 2x4s. This home used 2x6s with a blown-in insulation that results in an R21. If you do choose to stick with 2x4 construction, be sure your builder uses rigid foam insulation in addition to the 3.5 inches of insulation between the studs. This will bring your R value to the recommended 19. Frame walls and ceilings need to be covered and sealed with a vapor barrier. Vapor sealing also needs to take place at the floor and around electrical sockets and outlets and light fixtures.
Another big factor in your home's energy efficiency depends heavily on the heating and cooling system. Your furnace and air conditioner will be your biggest energy users. Many home builders usually include a standard furnace and air conditioner in the price of the home. A furnace's efficiency is measured by the annual fuel utilization, or how well it turns the energy used into heat for your home. A standard furnace can be an 80% AFUE, but consider upgrading to a high-efficiency furnace that will have an AFUE of at least 92. That way, every dollar you spend on heating your home, 92 cents is put back into your home as warmed air. While a higher efficiency unit will cost more right now, you'll save money and energy in the long run. Most new homes are built with central air. Just like with your furnace, your builder may include a standard efficiency unit. A central air system's efficiency is rated as the SEER, or Seasonal Energy Efficiency Ratio. A standard unit will have a SEER of 12, but upgrading to at least a 14 is recommended. This will reduce your cooling costs by about 15%. There are other options for efficient heating and cooling systems. This house features radiant floor heat and geothermal. These are both options that provide great energy savings and may not be part of a builder's standard house. These are important items to discuss upfront with potential builders to find out if they have experience and knowledge of these systems. Now, during your tours of the builder's homes, look at the types of heating and cooling systems that are installed. And also take the time to look at the ductwork too. It's important to see if the joints are sealed properly.
When you're building an energy efficient house, it's important to address indoor air quality because an energy efficient house is tight and it doesn't allow air to flow in and out. Be sure that your builder plans for adequate fresh air ventilation. This will often include an HRV, or a heat recovery ventilator, or an ERV, an energy recovery ventilator. These may be upgrades with many builders, but certainly one worth investing in.
Windows and doors can help define the style of your home, but they are a critical part of the whole house envelope. So it's important to find out what type of windows the builder usually installs. When drawing up your plans with the builder, keep in mind that any opening in the exterior of your home can increase your heating and cooling costs by as much as 15%, so it's important to choose windows wisely. A general rule is the bigger the pane of glass, the less energy efficient. So if you want a big picture window like this, invest in the most energy efficient model you can afford, and look for the ENERGY STAR label as a guide for energy smart window choices. You also want to keep in mind the direction your windows face. Windows on the south side of your home will help keep your home warm in the winter, but if it's not shaded properly, your home can really heat up in the summer. The style of the windows is important too. Casement windows, or the ones with a crank, like this one right here, are usually the most energy efficient because they seal flush against the window frame. Double hung windows are usually the draftiest since the sashes need to be relatively loose to slide up and down. And remember, installation of even the most energy efficient windows and doors is the real key to efficiency. We've covered the main areas, but don't forget items like water heaters, lighting, and appliances. It'll pay to invest in the most energy efficient ones you can afford. And to help guide you in your decisions, look for the ENERGY STAR label. It'll help you identify the products that exceed minimum energy efficiency standards.
Right, now the ENERGY STAR is also available for new homes. Homes that earn the ENERGY STAR must meet guidelines for energy efficiency set by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. Homes that qualify as ENERGY STAR homes are at least 15% more energy efficient than homes built to the current International Energy Conservation Code. And don't forget to have a final home performance test. This should be done by an independent HERS, or Home Energy Rating System tester, to verify the quality and the energy efficiency expectation of the home.
If a new home is in your future, keep these tips in mind to make sure you are using your money and energy wisely.